welcome back to the channel, guys. This is your boy Andre. I have set up the motherboard. It will be the ASUS Strix X570E. My nephew really wants a PC, so I promised I'll build him one, and he picked out this one with my help, of course. Same PC case that my daughter has, so we're gonna go down that route. It is in white, preferred white than black, but yeah, hopefully you guys can see. Let me put the camera screen up so I can see what you guys see. Give me 1 sec. Okay, all right. So I'm sure my head is cut off, but you know, that's okay. I don't got one of those wide angle cameras. So it comes with a white box. You're gonna see what's in here later on. Got to the side. Maybe I should put the light a little brighter. Just help out a little bit. Yeah, a little brighter. Okay, so let me get this thing empty out the box. Come out the box. Look like the face is showing. Look like the PC case is facing up. So let me see if I can turn this around. Without knocking anything down. Okay. Did I do it? I did it. So again, this PC case, once this PC is done, it will be going over to Texas. There we are. I think this is one of my favorite PC cases I've ever built in. It's actually my favorite. I just want to remember how the layout is, so that way when I repackage it, I could use the styrofoam to put it back into the case itself and ship it like that. Okay, so here it is. There you go, guys. With my daughter build, I will be doing a depth review on it later on. That's coming down too as well. Probably keep the plastic too. Ship it with the plastic. So here it is. Let me see if I can turn it around so you guys can see it on your end. There we go. Yep, there it is. So what I did with my daughter's build, I actually took out, let me see what it shows you guys. So in the case, you can see that it comes with 3 140 fans, right? And one in the back. These are RGB addressable. These aren't. The one in the back isn't. So what I did, I removed the one that's non-RGB, put it to the side, took out these 3, and then out of the 3, I put one in the back, which is the RGB. So I put one in the back, which gave me the ability to use the buttons in the back in the front to control the RGB in the back, if that makes sense. So that's what I did my daughter's PC. With this case, I don't think I would be going as far as changing out the fans in the front. I'm going to leave them as is. Maybe, just maybe, but I have to see what I have in stock in my inventory to see if I have any fans to put in the back with RGB. If I don't, I'll just leave it all as is and just use I will just convert a AIO fan set to RGB with Lian RGB. So this is the case. So let's get a different camera angle so you guys can see as I put in the motherboard into the case. Since I have it on this side right now, I could just, let me see, yeah, there you go. I could just, it's pretty heavy. I could just take out the glass panel right now. There we go. Put this to the side. Okay. All right, so let's pop in the motherboard right now. All right, so putting in the motherboard should be basically straightforward. All right, so I'm gonna move this to the side for now. Over there for now. And then just, nothing should be in the way. Okay, there we go. It's in. Okay, that's in. Now let me just go find those screws now. I wonder if the AIO still, I believe I'm using the Corsair. Which one is it? I'm using the Corsair. How many do I have here? I guess the ARGB Pro XT, and I believe it used one of those hooks. So I should be okay with the Corsair. Let me show you guys real quick which one I'm using. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but this is the one I'm currently have. AIO I'll be using. Everything should still be in here. The fans I won't be using. I'll be changing these fans out to the Lian Li fans. Yes. I'll be back, guys. All right, so I got the case kit from the box here that came with the Lian Li case. Various amount of screws, some motherboard screws in here, which I believe is silver. So I'm gonna use these screws here to tighten up the motherboard. Perfect. For this particular screwdriver, guys, I'll leave a link down below too as well. It's pretty cool. The battery lasts a long time too as well, so. Okay, get this thing all the way in. This is not my original board. In fact, the original board had to send back into ASUS to send me a new one, because when I first got the board, if I could find that clip, I'll post it. I'll do a little B-roll of it, but the button for the flash BIOS was broken. So I sent them in. I sent it back in and sent me this one here. So now that I know that I'll be giving this motherboard away to my nephew, I will have to do some testing to make sure that this motherboard is in working condition. So I can't say why it was sent back to ASUS in the first place, but I have to narrow that down to make sure that there are no issues, because this PC will be going far away from where I live. It's going all the way in Texas, so I got to make sure that this PC will be working properly. Gaming, simple things of internet or anything in that I got to test it out. So I got to make sure everything is working properly. All the USBs in the back, all the types. So Type C, yeah, Type C. So HDMI 2.0 in the back too as well, so make sure everything's working correctly. But I don't have a test bench at the moment, so I'm just going to do it this way just to make sure it works. I have no problem of taking out the components, and the next best thing, if this doesn't work, I would just have to give him my Dark Hero. Now if that that is also a replacement. Now if these two does not work, I will have no choice but to buy him a new motherboard. But for right now, I'm just going to go with what we got. As I discussed with his mother, that I'm going to give him what I have on hand. I don't think there's any screws below this. I think there is. Hold on. I think there's a screw below this panel here. If I don't catch it now, someone's going to catch me in the comments below. So let me make sure I catch it now. Even though this is an old model motherboard, it's still a goodie. Yeah. Look like I have a screw right here. Let me see if I get that screw inside. Gotcha. Now it's all the way in. Motherboard not going nowhere. Am I putting this in properly? Okay. Gotta keep my eye open for the other screw. I'm missing one screw. I'm keep my eye open for it. I'm sure I have it. Okay. Next thing I want to work on is the AIO. I did find the parts for the AIO. The one I told you I'm working with is the H150i ARGB Pro XT. Old model, but still does the job. So it would be keeping the Ryzen 7 5800 cool. So let's get this thing stand up on his legs, unscrew the top panel. There we go. Now it's out. Nice mesh top. I will be getting a filter kit. There's about 2 screws holding it down. Let me get this thing out. Okay. I believe I used this maybe very brief, because I had it in my son's PC. But this turns out it was too big for my son's PC. So I had to get him a smaller version of the AIO, which I believe is the Kraken Z53 for his case. All right, so let's get this thing connected. Okay, so there we have it for now. It's in there. Let me loosen up a little bit so I'll be able to make some adjustments if need be. Right, I want this. All right, so let's get back on top of the case. Okay, that's in. So any adjustments, I could move back and forth, no issue. So this should be okay right there. Okay, so going to now, so these are the Lian leads. These are the old models I had at hand. These are the SL120s. I would say version 1. If I mount it, it's going towards the front, so maybe I would have wanted to go this way, more towards the back, and come out through the side. So let me see. They need a long screw. So where's my case? Hopefully I do got long screws. I should. I know I do. There we are. Again, if you guys are interested in something like this, I will put it in the description down below. I used to have a bunch of screws in the boxes, and then I got tired of going through the boxes and looking for screws until I found this online, and it's very useful. So figured anyone would want to know, would want one, so you'll know where to. I'll leave it down below so you guys could take a look for yourselves. Pretty cheap, guys. It's not even expensive. So I guess for those who tend to build PCs, you have a lot of spare screws and little parts here and there. You want some place for it to go, so this would be awesome to have at your disposal. I'm not gonna put all the screws in each hole of the fan. I think 4 is just enough, or 6. And besides, I wouldn't put so much right now because sometimes when you have an idea in your head and you stop putting things together, it doesn't go the way you want it. So sometimes you wanna don't go too overboard. Okay, so if I was to put more, I'll put at least 2 in the center here. Let me just do it now just in case. I don't mind taking it apart if I have to. So this is gonna have a nice black and white with silver theme going on. So and this in white. Everything looks nice in white with the RGB too. He likes a lot of RGB. I have the wire coming out this way. I just figured maybe I could just turn it backwards and just have it come through the side. If I was to rotate it, this side would be on this side, but then I'll have to exit through this side of the panel, which shouldn't be a problem. I just want to make sure that I have enough length for the controller. So I'm gonna leave it there for now and see how it works out. Okay, next component I'll be working with is the PSU. Now the PSU that I do have right now is I believe it's the 850X Corsair. Brand new, never used. I think I did like a box opening for this PSU. I may want to put, I got 3 more fans. Where are they? So because it's the older version, I may just throw them all in here. Where did I put them? Someplace, but I might put them in the bottom here for extra cooling. Here it is. For extra cooling, I would just put these here along the bottom. Brand new. So I'm going to get these connected. Slap these stickers on now so they won't be, so I won't have to forget about them. Now here's the thing, so now since I have the wire on this side, I might as well have it alongside here too as well. I'm getting those filters, the filter kits. I don't have to worry about too much about dust coming into the case from the bottom. There's actual filter right here by the PSU. The other filter would be alongside here. When you get the filter kit, it only comes with three point filter locations. Location would be here. Other location would be up here, and where's the other one? The front. Let's see if I could slide this right in here for now, just to see how it looks, you know. So you got this right here. Yeah, the silver. Yeah, it will look good. So it will be pulling air from the bottom up. Or should it go this way? I think it should go this way. It's pulling air. So this is intake, outtake. Let me move it up. Let me see. Maybe I could move this up one and see how it looks with the full fan setup. So let's see if I could have this move over one. So let me see. This is a bracket. So I guess the bracket will have to go in like this. Okay, so just figured, again, this is new to me right now. So I guess I would actually have to take it out and screw it from the bottom. Okay, so I'll do it that way. All new to me. This part is new to me, guys. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. I am learning as I go. Where's that case of screws? So with this piece, like I said, it's for my nephew. This piece is, I could assume it's for gaming, homework, that sort of thing. I gotta make sure that I give him enough storage because again, this PC is not gonna be with me or near me at all. It's going all the way in Texas, so I gotta make sure that when he does get this PC, he has enough storage for his games, homework. I just might even install a antivirus program, so I gotta look online for a best antivirus program, so that way I'll be able to just keep his computer safe from malware and stuff like that, because again, I'm not going to be around. So let's get this bracket back into this thing. That's not going nowhere. So what I may end up doing, see how this is facing one direction, but let me see what happens, because this do have like 1, 2, 1, 2 selection. So let's see how I could make it work for me. I don't want to go too crazy with the fan setup with Lian because they have too many hubs that needs USB connections, so I don't want to go too crazy. This motherboard only has 2 USB connections, so I gotta be very wise on how to use it. If I do end up adding more peripherals in here, or any more, I would just say RGB lighting or any component that's using USB, I'll have to get a USB hub. I don't think I do have one. I do have a third party. I do have one. So let's just see. Let's try to avoid doing that. But I do have one. So my daughter's PC, she had the Corsair Shift, which worked flawless. I didn't have to remove these trays that you see here. These stayed right in place. I just slide in the PSU and have the wires expel from the back, start from the side. With this PSU is the old traditional one, and then the wires will, so I'm going to try what I should do. I should remove this, push in the PSU, and then have the wires go above it, so that way I don't have to remove anything or deal with tight fits. So let me try and do that first. Okay, let's put this to the side for now. Let's get that PSU. Where are you? Where did you go? All right, there we are. Get that in. I'm not gonna screw it all the way in yet. Make sure it's a good fit. Then once it's inside the case, I'll be able to do my tightings. Jeez, good thing that cup was small. All right. Guys, I know some people like to see those quick montage of PC building, which is cool. I like them. Don't get me wrong. I like a good, but it looks so crooked. I like a good montage. I like a good one. You know, who doesn't? You know, I like a good montage sometimes, but every once in a while you just want more. You want more information on the case, so that's why I like to take my time, record it, say my thoughts, because my thoughts could be someone else's thoughts, right? So that's why I do a little bit of B-roll here and there, but this channel is a little different. I like to take my time, my builds, and let people see what it is I'm doing. If they have any questions, I also like to take time and read my comments and reply to you guys as much as I can. I want to know if I'll be able to work around without moving those bays in the bottom. So let's see if I can do that. So far it's going pretty good. Like I said earlier, guys, I'm not changing the rear exhaust fan. That's staying as is. On my daughter's PC, I did change this one from one of the fans that was in the front. I took one that's in the front, which was a stock RGB light, and popped it in the back, give her the ability to change the lighting from the front panel. In the front panel on her PC, she has the Lian lead fans, so she controls that via software. In my nephew's case, he will just be controlling the front fans with those buttons. Okay, I got on this side so you guys can see how I will be trying to finesse the wiring of this PSU. So my theory is to just have it like kind of folded on top instead of having to take these out. So let's see if I can do that. Okay, so let that sit on top and then have it come out through the back, the side I mean. Right. Have this one fold on top and then come out through the side. Right. I will show the back when I'm done on how I'm gonna route them up. The 24 pin. I think I have like black and orange color, but let me consult with them first before I continue. This is about day 2 on working on this build for my nephew. Right now, what we got currently going on, we got the motherboard in place, as you can see. This is the Rogue Strix 570E board, which is a really good board for gaming, as well as whatever it is you want to do, creations or homework for in his case. But he's been wanting a gaming PC for a while, and so I finally got around to building his PC for him. Again, he lives all the way in Texas, but I'm going to do my best, give him what I have on hand. And the only new parts they have so far that's recently bought was the case itself. I do have a case here, but I think that case is actually the Silent Base 802, which it's a pretty big case, but I didn't want to give that to him. It's not as flashy that he wanted it to be, so we decided to go with this case right here, which is a pretty decent case. I've already built in it already. My daughter has it in her room. I'll probably throw some footage of that while I'm talking over his case, but her case is pretty nice. I love building in it. The only difference between his case and her case is the PSU and the motherboard and some tweaking here and there that I didn't do with this case right here. The PSU I'm going with in his case would be a regular traditional PSU. She has the new shift, which I actually prefer to build with. For right now, I'm going to use this one is an 850. She has the 1000, I believe, in wattage. So, but yeah, his case right now has the Corsair 64 gigs in total, Ryzen 7, and the motherboard is a Strix 570E, along with the 850 PSU. We're going with the AIO. This is a Corsair i50. It's an old one, i50 ARGB Pro XT. I think I said earlier in the video that this was a replacement. So by me building with this replacement, I gotta do some testing to see if it works well and would it pass the benchmarks and so forth. And If I feel confident enough to ship it out to him all the way in Texas, then we're gonna do that. If I run into issues, then I may have to get him a new motherboard. So let's just see how this runs first, and we will decide at that point. All right, so here we are back at this on this other side of the PC. I didn't even open this side yet. As soon as I cracked the box open, I started putting in the motherboard. That's how confident I am. So let's get this thing removed. There we go. Put to the side safely so that there'll be no issues. But let's get this PSU routed. All right. So see, as you can see, that I'm just going up this way. Should be enough. It's not bent. It's not doing any damage to the wiring, but it gives me the ability to just move it in and out if I have to add more wires. So let me just stick this through here. But I want it to run up this way. I do have zip ties, so I'm gonna do this one zip ties later on. I want to see if I could utilize these trays for SSDs. So let me see if I could pull that off. And these two here as well. Tie this in real quick, just briefly. Let me just tie it in real quick so that way I don't have a mishap of it falling to the ground. There we go. So what I'll do, I get a zip tie right here and then just get it in there. There you go. Good, perfect. Okay, so I got the wires on the other side now. So let me see if I could just get these in. Connected right in there. Okay. So that's in. Turn it back around. That's in. I feel like I comfortably Velcro these in. And there you have it. It's right in there. I got some, should I zip? I'm not gonna zip tie it right now because I'll be moving back this PSU, trying to avoid taking these trays out. Let's see how nice I am. Let's see, so the fans, this need power. Let's connect some of these wires to the motherboard. Right here, this is the USB. I gotta see where this goes. I think this goes someplace in here. And then this is another USB. No, this is power. It's power for the front panel. So let's stick that underneath too as well. Let's see how that works out. All right, and then this goes. Let me see where this is. It's in the bottom too, right? Yep, in the bottom. Okay, so this is the HD. This is most likely right here. Okay, that's in right there. So this, I gotta have to bend just a little bit. There's a very tight bend right here. This is the USB 3, in case you guys are wondering. It's upside down. Shit. I think the other motherboard is upright. Okay, that's in. And this would be the power for the front panel. If I remember correctly, this should go right here. I like this is actually all-in-one power cable. So that goes right in. Did I get it in there? Right there. There we have it. So let's see how the AIO will fit inside there. As yet, just want to make sure everything fits properly, especially when it comes to these fans here. There we go. I don't have the new ones that gives you the ability to play with the connectors. I think the newer ones, you're able to just take off the cap, bend the wire the opposite direction, cover it, and you're finished. So these now, I'll just turn the opposite direction and out through the opening above the EPS. Okay. And you shouldn't have to, and you shouldn't see it. You shouldn't see it. And either in any position you're looking at the PC, you shouldn't be able to tell that the wires are coming out from the fan. I did find the USB, which I was kind of worried that I wouldn't be able to find it, but I put it in a box where I was able to find it. So let's get this thing. So this will be another USB I have to worry about. Connector. This will be this way. Gotta be careful, I don't break this shit. So let's make sure that there will be no issues. Look like it will fit properly. It's right. It's in a nice contact with the. I guess this is where I'm gonna have to do it. I just don't like to cover too much of the rams, but this should be okay. It's not too bad. Yeah, this is okay. So let's get the paste applied. Where's my trusty case? In case you guys are wondering, I will have this. This is where I keep all my supplies for PC builds or little stuff for my mic. They do connect with each other. If you guys are interested, I'll leave this link below. I'm just going to use the MX4. This one I do have on hand. I have enough in here, right? Yeah. Jeez. Oh shit. I broke the damn thing. Let me see. It's not much in it. Maybe I can squeeze the rest of it on here. Yeah. Look at that. Not bad. I squeezed the rest of it. So that's cool. That's it. There's no more in the case. So, yep, I guess a brick for a reason. That was last of it. I'm just going to connect these rings to the pump head. You know, kids tend to just download anything. So my worries is, you know, obviously viruses. So I gotta make sure I can find a software that could help prevent certain viruses. Windows Defender is pretty good, but I don't want to rely on that by itself. So I gotta see if I can find a good software that would keep track of real time viruses and adware. All right, so this will connect. This is slated for the power from the power supply. This communicates with the motherboard. These are for the fans, which I will not be using, and this goes to the motherboard USB, which leaves me with one USB remaining. So let's get this out from the top. Stick that from the back. Again, I'm gonna fold this up and then zip tie it together because I have no use for these wires here. Everything will be controlled through Lian Lee. It's in a way you don't or hardly see it. There we go. This too as well. This is the SATA. This goes out from the back. Pull that through. So this is kind of weird, but I'll have to run this behind the motherboard, behind the case, and out from the bottom. Do I have this one? Yeah, I do have, so let me see if I can run this. I should be able to run it the same path. I like to make sure it's tight. I don't want make sure it's tight. I don't want no smoke. No issues, in other words. In case anyone doesn't know what I'm trying to say. Let's turn it around. Gotta be careful because the more you put in this case, the heavier it gets. So I guess I gotta run it this way. Let me see if this helps. See if that helps. Because I want to make sure when I am running these wires that when I close the panels, I don't want to see wires. Just how I did my daughter. So let me see how it looks if I run it this way. What I'll do, instead of having the wire come out through this space, I come in from this port right here, giving me the ability to run it more closer. So let me see if I could just route it in different directions, see how it look, how it turns out. I I'm sure I gotta fix it back neatly when I get back there. So let me see if I could. All right, let's see how it looks now from the front. So the USB. So let's see if I get this in squeezed in. Got it right in there. All right, cool. So that's in there. So it still looks good from the top. At the bottom, let's see how it looks in the behind and the other side. Let's see how it looks now that way. There we go. All right, figured it out. There we have it. All right. So I will just try to keep it together for now. Boom, right in there. And then zip tie it later on. All right. So far, so good. So far, so good. Most of these wires could sit on top of the base. Keep that in mind. They don't have to float on the side. So, and since I'm keeping the stock fans, I'm gonna leave these the way it is. Just connect this to the motherboard and that's it. Hey, Ty. Huh? What is that? Oh, come. What mom doing?
He's watching a movie.
Oh, okay.
But the movie's covered white.
Black and white?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll come back to you guys just now. All right, so let me see if I connect these fans, the front fans to the motherboard. Okay, that's in there. Connect the the PSU to the front fans to give it power. There we are. Okay, see these are the SATA cables that I will need. I should have no issues on folding it behind here. There you go. Folding it right in there and then able to route power to whatever needs power. So, boom. You talk about what's complicated? Why are you complicated?
Because it's Mom.
Oh, Mom complicated, so you're complicated?
Yeah. Mom made me complicated. Because she wasn't letting me know where we go to the store.
Oh, she'll make you upset, not complicated. She'll make you upset. All right, so give it power right here.
Yeah.
First delivery. Okay, that's it. That's getting power. So the theory is, if I have these SATAs I believe this is the way it's, I gotta see, I don't have one on hand to give me an idea on how to connect them, but I gotta see how it's supposed to work. I don't know if it's going sideways like this.
Dad.
I gotta see how it works. Yes.
Look at me.
All right, so this be giving power. Let me make sure this gets.
Dad?
Let me make sure this goes to the
Dad, I
motherboard.
want to tell you something.
What?
I want some small cookies, please.
So I gotta see if I
small
could
cookies,
route
please.
this down here, maybe. But you already have cookies, Ty. Come on, get together. So.
Dad, please. I want my fork. Dad.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay. Hold on, Titus.
No.
All right, so I'm gonna stop right here, guys. This will be like another. I'm gonna stop right here. Continue on a later date. I'm gonna take care of my little kid. But so far, so good. Leave a comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Leave a like too as well. All right, guys. Peace.